Very good afternoon, children. Welcome to today's class. Thought for the day. You don't need to anxious about how you are going to swallow the hard ball because I am here to present to you the sweetest good afternoon messages. Let us go today chapter. In this week, we people are studying about in the early Tamil society and culture in the history lesson. In that topic, in the previous class, we people studied Tamil literary, archaeological, epigraphic, and non-Tamil text sources for the study of the early Tamil society and Thinai-based life on the society. Now, we are going to study the new one in the society in Sangam age economy. The economy was mixed as elaborated in the Thinai concept. People, no one can live without economy. People practiced agricultural, pastoralism, trade, and money exchange, hunting, gathering, and fishing, depending upon the ecozones in which they lived. In the agricultural production, agriculture we know was the one of the main source of subsistence. Crops like paddy, sugarcane, millets were cultivated. Both wet and dry land farming were practiced. And in the screen, you can see the picture is explained about in that Sangam age people, they were practiced cultivation. Varieties of rice such as sennel, that is sennel, red rice, vennel, white rice, and ivanel, a type of rice, are mentioned in the literature. People in the forest adopted Poonam or shifting cultivation. About the industries and crafts of the Sangam age. In the crafts, see in the screen, children. Creative Crafts Council, different type of the crafts. In the Sangam age, craft productions and craft specializations were important aspects of urbanization. And in the pottery, pottery was practiced in many settlements. People used pottery, produced kalam siko, that is the potters in their daily activities. Different type of the pottery the people done. Black ware, russet, coated, painted ware, black and red ware, potteries, like a different type of the pottery the people used. Next, iron smelting industry. Here, iron smelting was undertaken in traditional furnaces and such furnaces with terracotta pipes and raw ore have been found in many archaeological sites. Iron implements were required for agriculture and warfare, swords, daggers and spears. See in the screen, children, here different type of the metals, that is a terracotta seal with them a rice husk impression. It is found Keladi, it's near in Madurai, and here in the major Sangam age sites and Cordilleran beads of Sangam age and a different type of the metals the people used and stone ornaments. Here you can see some ornaments also. Sangam age people, here shocking but true. Yes, what shocking, what true. Roman Greek gold coins were too easily available in Tamils during the Sangam era. Sangam age people adorned themselves with a variety of ornaments, while the poor wore ornaments made of clay, terracotta, iron, and leaves and flowers. The rich wore jewelry made of precious stones, copper and gold. Gold jewelry, see, A blacksmith mentioned these coins to make two of the most commonly known ornaments in Tamil Nadu. Pendant, which we call dollars, a famous now as religious ornaments. And the gold coins were so easily available to Tamils, and Kasumalai, that ornament of coins, still popular ornament in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Gold ornaments were well known in this period. Gold coins from Roman was used to make jewelry. Gold ornaments have been unearthed at the megalithic sites of Suttukeni, Adichanallur and Kodumanal, and some towns of Arikamedu, Keladi and Pattanam in Kerala. In these places available. Next, glass beads. Actually, the glass material, silica, it was melted in the furnace and drawn into long tubes which were cut into small beads, glass beads. This is Arikamedu and Kudikadu near Kadalur, and some evidence of the glass beads also available. The next, pearl fishery and shell bangle. The Pamban coast is famous for pearl fishery. Shell bangles were very common in the Sangam. And textiles. Here, textile production was another important occupation. Evidence of spindle wools. What is spindle wools? Actually, this is used for making a thread from cotton. See here in the screen, a different type of the colors and thread. Okay, Periplus also mentioned the fine variety of textiles produced in Tamil region. And trade and merchants and trade routes. The primary productions of the grains, cattle wealth and various commodities. For example, hill region did not have fish or salt, and the coastal region could not produce paddy. Yes, it's impossible, no children. Actually, the goods were not produced by everybody and were not produced in all settlements. Here, the past relics in the screen, porcelain shards from ships discovered at an ancient Buddha Vihara in Nagapattinam, give evidence of trade ties between Coromandel coast and Southeast Asia. The traders, actually different type of the merchants, gold merchants, cloth merchants, salt merchants, the salt merchants were called womaners, and another different type of the transport the people used. Here in the people where they traders, actually the term Vanihan and Nigama, they appear in the Tamil Brahmi inscription. The different type of the merchants from the people moved. May all the coastal areas the people used for the trade. So here in the map, the red line, it is the people moved from one place to another place for the trade connection. Okay. The next, these are the coins the people used, the barter and the coins. Actually, for the transport, bullock carts and animals the people used for the transport. And various types of the watercraft, sea-going vessels, kalam, bahri. In the last one of the slide I showed you here, ship. So like this only the people used for the trade. And barter and coins. What's the meaning of the barter? Actually, barter was the primary mode of exchange. In the olden days, how the people they exchange their goods. It means actually the border, the people exchange the goods. They did not have the coins at the timing. Say they used, if the one people they are having the rice and another people they are having the paddy, means they just exchange their goods. That's only it was called barter system. After that only it changed coins. So like that the people used the coin. Tamilagam and overseas. Here the people used for the bullock cart in their transport. And the origins of the money from barter to coinage. How the people used for the barter system and how it came to for the coinage, that system only here. In this map, Tamilagam and overseas interactions. See here in the world map, children, China, India, Persia, Arabia, Somalia, Egypt, Europe. In the middle, Mediterranean Sea also there, Indian Ocean and Java Island. Actually, Tamil country had connections with the countries overseas, both in the east and west. China, it is in the eastern side, Egypt in the western side. Now we are seeing in the screen. Roman ships used monsoon winds to cross the Western Sea or the Arabian Sea to connect Tamilagam with the Western world. What the people used to the trade, pepper, ivory and precious stones were exported. Gold, silver and copper and precious stones also the people imported. And Tamil Nadu to Red Sea coast. Actually, the Indian pottery have been discovered at Perinite, a port on the Red Sea coast of Egypt. Here mention Egypt, no children. In the Egyptianist, one blue and red line and blue. It is near Egypt and Arabia in the middle. You can see that in the red color line, Red Sea. Okay, ma? So that that is the Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu in India, in the southern part near Sri Lanka, that is Tamil Nadu, and here in the Red Sea. So the people connected, trade connected. The people used for the material gold, silver and copper and precious stones. And next, another one. See here another one of the map. Here in the map itself it is given Akananuru poem 149. Actually this describes the trading at the port of Musiri. Musiri, actually it is in Tamil Nadu. The well crafted ships of the Yavanar came with the gold returned with the pepper at the wealthy port of Musiri. See what you understand, children. The people brought gold and they took pepper from here. So like instead of the pepper, the people given gold. This type of the material exchange only, it is called as barter system. Now you are clear, children. The trade route from Tamilagam to Rome. In this map, it is very clearly given. See where is Tamilagam and where is Red Sea. Okay. The well-crafted ships of the Yavana came with the gold and returned with the pepper. A stone with the name Perumbattan Kal has been found at Khon Lukpat. It is in Thailand. Southeast Asia was known as Swarna Bhumi. Swarna means gold. Gold land. That's why it's called Swarna Bhumi in Tamil literature. Which place? Southeast Asia. So this stone was used by a person called Perumbattan. Probably a goldsmith. It was a touchstone used to test the purity of gold. Do you understand, children? So, in the economical, from the basic source of the agriculture and through industry, then next the jewelry, textiles and how the people exchange their materials through trade, merchants and with the support of the trade route and transports and how they exchanged with the barter and the coins and which are the places and all the people moved from Tamilagam to overseas, like everything we people studied in this chapter. I think it's very interesting and it is very useful to you how the people moved from one place to another place for the trade and how they exchanged their materials. Do you understand, children? I hope you people understand. I think if you are having any doubt, you can call me or send message to me. They clearance the doubts. Okay, ma'am? Okay, go through the lesson. Thank you, children. Take care.